Well, I'd like to say a few things about Kosovo and also about Serbia. With Kosovo, I'd make 3 points. First, I think that the solution or the step of independence was the least worst solution, and this is the basis on which the Europeans supported it. I think that I think that the Kosovar Albanians were lucky because they had such an ultra-nationalist government and force in Belgrade when the issue came to a head at the beginning of this year. Because if there had been the present government, if there had been a moderate government, the Europeans never would have backed them in independence. That's the second thing. The third thing I would say is for all the attention that has been given to inter-ethnic problems, I think this is not the most serious problem. It's absolutely in the interest of the new independent Kosovo to be decent, to be more than decent to its Serbian minority because they want to get as much recognition as possible. And so that's not a problem. The biggest problem that I see is organized crime and the intertwining of the mafias, of the parties, and of the clans. And I think this is a very serious problem. On Serbia, I would say that the change in the government is very important. It is a turning point. The arrest of Karadzic and sending him to The Hague was no fluke. It was a result of changing the agenda, of putting Europe ahead of refighting the battle of 1389 of Blackford Field and the ultranationalism. And in a sense, it was a catching up by the political class of what was already the case in public opinion, which was that people want to get on with what their real problems are, which are jobs, which are economic. I think the new government, as odd as it is with this coalition between the Democrats, who were the main ones in bringing down Milosevic in 2000, with the remnants of Milosevic's party, the Socialist Party. I think it will last for the full 4 years. I think the socialist leadership, in deciding to go pragmatic, deciding to become salonfähig, or ready for polite company in Europe, has cut its links with its voter base, and they will not probably would not get into parliament in the next election because they have cut off their base. They wouldn't get the minimum, and therefore they are locked into the government. And what will be the real question now is, how far will this resetting the agenda of Europe go? The next test will be, and the most important test as far as the EU is concerned, will be the arrest of Mladic, which is going to be more difficult than the arrest of Karadzic. But I think the government is genuinely trying to do that. And what I think is that what has happened now is that the black hole in Serbia of the last 20 years is finally going to be corrected. Serbia is going to catch up with the other Balkan nations and lands in approaching EU membership, and if they do it right, they could go forward very fast. What they need to do, of course, is to raise the standard of living, raise the economic development so that the population sees real advantages in going toward Europe. But that's the direction they're headed.